16th of October, Rabbi Levitt, Nefesh Hahaim.
Okay, so we are in Shar Aleph, Perek Daled, and we're up to the paragraph that starts Gam al Zos Yechared Lev Ha'adam Me'am HaKodesh. And we are going to go to Meir, our resident Cohen.
Okay.
Start the reading.
Okay. It says Gam al Zot. Oh, that's not okay. Yecharad Lev Ha'adam Me'am HaKodesh Shehu Kolel B'tavnito Kol HaKochot V'olamot Kulam. Okay, so also for this, Yecharad Lev.
So what does it mean? What does this mean? This is the same word, by the way, as Haredi. It's the shorish is ches resh daled. What do the word mean? What's the literal meaning of the word?
Can that mean strict?
Tremble.
To tremble.
Oh, to tremble. Right. Okay.
Gam al zos yecharad lev ha'adam me'am HaKodesh. Also in this, what he's going to now tell us, the heart of a person from the holy nation, his heart will tremble. What will his heart tremble about? Shuhu kolel b'tavnito kol hakolchos v'olamos kulam. That he is included in him b'tavnito, in his form, in his shape. Kol hakochos, all of the powers, v'olamos, and the worlds, kulam, every one of them. Kamoshi is by Miyas Hashem lahalim b'perek Vav, ubeshar beis perek Hey. And he's going to speak about this at a greater length later on. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. Shabbat, the Perek Hey. Okay. Shehain, Hema HaKadosh, V'Hamikdash HaElyon, V'Halev Shel Adam, Emtzaita Degufa.
Halev Shel Adam, Emtzaita Degufa. Hu Chlolit Hakol Neged Habayis Kodshe HaKodshim. Emsa Hayishuv Even Shesia. Okay, so Shehain Hema Hakodesh VaMikdash Elyon, that they are the holy upper sanctuary. They refers to the Olamos Elyonim, and we're saying that a Jew who's from the holy nation, Me'am HaKodesh, he contains in his ufshtel, his structure and form, all of these some, I guess he's some of all of these worlds are he can what does this mean over here? He's kolel in his makeup all of these kochos and olamos, and those olamos are mikdash ha'elyon. They represent the mikdash ha'elyon,
Hmm.
the upper sanctuary.
Wow.
There's Reb Chaim makes a note here. Have you got that?
Yeah. We have a note over here. Correct. By the words olamos kulam. You want to read what it says there?
I'll read it in English. The title is "The Jew and the Mishkan have the same shiur comma, thus Jew can be Mishkan." For the Mishkan and the temple incorporated all the powers, worlds, and holy arrangements, in that all of its houses, storehouses, attics, rooms, and holy vessels all reflect the supernal form, image, and structure of the holy supernal realms, and also of the arrangement of the parts of the Merkava, as David and Shmuel the seer established. Everything is in writing by the hand of Hashem, which he gave me understanding to know all the workings and structure. And I've got here a note I wrote in here. They established the foundation ideas of the temple. Anyway, right, and then it goes on a bit more. Will I read more? Or?
Okay.
Chazal state, and Rav expounded the verse, he, David, and Shmuel went and sat in Nayot in the Ramah. What is the connection of Nayot with Ramah? It is that they were sitting in Ramah, that is Shmuel's city, and dealing with the adornment, that is the noi of the world, that is the temple. This is the per midrash that equates the construction of the Mishkan with the creation of the world, and details the parallels between the verses describing the creation and the construction of the Mishkan. Therefore, the verse states about Bezalel that I will fill him with the Spirit of God, with wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. As the world was created with these three things, as per God established the earth with wisdom, set up the heavens with understanding, and split the depths with his knowledge. These are at length. Therefore, Chazal state that Bezalel knew how to combine the letters with which the heavens and the earth were created. Therefore, a Jew who incorporates both the entire arrangement of creation and of the Merkava within him, he also reflects the structure of the Mishkan and the temple and all of its vessels, in that this structure corresponds to the interconnection between his limbs, sinews, and all of his abilities. Therefore, the Zohar details the structure and contents of the Mishkan, which are all hinted to in a one-to-one mapping sequence, which makes with the makeup of man meaning the Jew. Therefore, it is certain that the principal objective of holiness, the temple, and the manifestation of God's Shekinah is for man who, if he properly sanctifies himself by performing all the mitzvot, which are also dependent on the supernal sources, which were rooted in the worlds above, all right, in the arrangement of the limbs of the shiur comma, so to speak, of all the worlds. You refer to Zohar there as well. There's another 2 pages if you want. Or is that sufficient?
I think so. That will do. Okay, very good. Yeah, so I see that's what it says here. Lazos hareki vada ikar inyan hektish v'mikdash ushrias shchinaso yisborach hu ha'adam. The main sanctified place is the Adam, and that's the place where the Shechina rests. Just like the Shechina was in the base of Mikdash, the Shechina is supposed to rest upon the Adam. That's the objective. And how so? Shim's Kadesh Atzmo Karoi. He sanctifies himself as he's according to the proper prescription. How does he do that? B'kiyama mitzvahs, kulan, by fulfilling all of the mitzvahs. Im tluyim gamken b'sharshon ha'elyon. Here he goes into the fact that not only is his neshama connected upstairs, but also the mitzvahs that he does. They're not just nice acts. They're specifically and intricately planned and arranged and designated so that they have that each mitzvah has a specific effect in a certain place, in a certain way in the upper worlds.
That would be why Hashem makes each mitzvah available to you at a certain time. It's needed at that time for the worlds above.
Okay, yeah. And so in order to so that's why it's important to not neglect any mitzvah, because each mitzvah has its own unique power to influence for good and maintain and add kedusha to the worlds upstairs. Azu atzmo hamakadesh mamash betocho Hashem yisbarach shmo. Heichel Hashem hema. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, so we go to V'halev Shel Adam. You want to? Does anybody else want to take over the reading? Anybody got the place?
No, Halev Shel Adam.
Yeah, that's if you have that in your edition. Halev Shel Adam Emsiita de Gufa.
Oh yeah. I see it. Okay.
Okay. You want to continue? There?
Okay. I will do that. V'halev shel ha'adam emtzaita degufa hu klaliyut hakol neged habeit kadshe kadashim emtza hayishuv even shtiyah. Let's see, kolel kol Sharshe Mikor Hakadushot Kamohu.
Mikor Hakadushos Kamohu. Okay, let's try to let's translate it, and then after having translated, we'll try to explain what it's saying. Alev Shel Adam, the heart of a person. Emsiita de Gufa. We find it in the middle of his physical body. Hu klolit hakol. This is the all-encompassing limb, which includes everything. Neged habes kodshim. It corresponds to the chamber in the Beis Hamikdash of the Holy of Holies, the place where only the Kohen Gadol would go in, and he would only go in on the day of Yom Kippur to do the avoda there. Emsa Hayishuv. And so the Beis Hamikdash, he says, is also in the middle of the Yishuv. Now, the Yishuv over here, I have over here from one of my teachers, this referring to the civilization, meaning this world, meaning that the base Kodshei Kodshim represents the I don't know if it's the physical center, but it certainly is the spiritual center of the world. Even Shesia is the foundation stone, right? Even today they have it's covered by some Arab thing. They had the Even Shesia, the foundation stone. But this was the center. Kol el kol sharshe makor hakadusha iskamoyu. So it encompasses and is the source of all kedusha. Okay, Baramzuhu Zal. The Mishnah Perik Tefilas Shachar. Yichavin es libo keneged beis kodshei kodshim. And this is what Chazal say in the Gemara in Perik Tefilas Shachar. This is one of the chapters in Maseches Brachos. You probably have a citation over there for the Gemara in Brachos. It could be found.
Kaf Aleph. I mean Amud Aleph.
Is that 28B?
No, it's Daf 20 Amud, the first Amud.
Oh yeah, that's where you have it. I have Chaf Ches Amud Beis 28B.
Oh, well, maybe my book is wrong.
We'll have to check it out. I don't know who's. I'm just saying I have a different citation for that Gemara. So let's take a look in the Gemara. We have time, right? We got some time.
Yeah. So it's either Kaf or Kaf Bet, you said?
28, Chaf Ches.
28, Kaf Het. Okay, 20 or 28. All right. It's 20. Let's see. And What is it? Yikavein et libo.
All right, it's right at the end of this first volume. 28b. What are we looking for?
Oh, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna first try Chavches. See if I find it over here. Yeah.
Again,
Found it?
not yet.
Chavches Amid Base.
Yikavein et libo keneged beit.
Where is it?
They're still looking for it.
Oh,
Okay, this is in fact Perek Tefilas HaShachar, Perek Revi. It's the fourth Perek in Maseches Brachos.
one should focus one's heart to correspond to the Holy of Holies. That's the
Yeah, you found it?
no, just reading from
Oh,
Hahaim. It's in the Mishnah.
what's in the Mishnah?
The last probably the Mishnah.
The second Mishnah, right?
Yes, starting with the end of the short long lines, and in the Mishnah that starts the second. Yeah,
Look, when comes to Kana.
somewhere there.
Mashiach Hashem as a mechel. Ace Shavis Yisrael the Kol Parshas Gibor. Yitzrichem Blah. I will give a chor. Yeri is Pal. Mimeno Yochel Lebeit. Yachsir is Panav. Mimeno Yochel.
Oh yeah, Yikavein et libo keneged beit kodshe. Well, where is it now in those texts?
He's unable to turn his face. He should concentrate his thoughts towards the Holy of Holies.
Right.
Then it goes on, if he was traveling on a boat or was imprisoned in stocks, he should concentrate his thoughts towards the Holy of Holies.
Oh, okay. Very good.
That's the last couple of sentences of the Mishnah. Rabban Gamliel says, that's the start of the Mishnah.
So really, what we're talking about is a person whose body is not facing not facing the Kodshe Kodshim.
Mm-hmm.
He's riding on a horse, and so he's going on his way wherever it is he's going. So
Was imprisoned and stocked.
if he should ideally try to turn his face towards Yerushalayim and daven facing Yerushalayim like that, even though it's the donkey seems to be going in a different direction, the way where the destination he's going on. But if he's if he's not able to turn his face around in order to face Yerushalayim, so then it says Yechaven es libo. At least he should have in his heart the intention that he's directing in his heart the tefillas that he is davening with his mouth and his face, which are not facing Yerushalayim. His heart should be facing Yerushalayim in terms of his intentions with his tefillas. And like you say, Roy, also if he's the same idea would be if he's on a Hayam Mahalach Besfina. If he's on a boat. Oba Asda. What is that? Rav Soda. I don't know what that is. Klomar Eitzim Rabbi.
Stocks.
Akshurim Yaftov.
Stocks.
Sounds like on a raft.
He's imprisoned in stocks. But it says here, alternatively, and this is the explanation given by most commentators, Atsta means a raft. Stocks follows Rashi's first interpretation.
Okay. As they come out with tons of the base, a sower, base a sower should according to the Ocean Acher, Eitzim Hakshurim Zeh, Harbi Achad, which is right. Okay, so the various situations that he may be in, which don't allow him to face his body towards Yerushalayim. Nevertheless, he should intend with his heart, his tefillas. In his heart, he has his tefillas directed towards the base Kodshe Kodshim. Okay. And so that's the match. In other words, that's how he's connecting himself to Kodshe Kodshim, because the Kodshe Kodshim is the center. It's the spiritual center of the universe. It's everything is wired upstairs to the Kodshe Kodshim, and so too the person's heart. That's in the middle. That's in the middle of the person physically, and the spirit. His spiritual center is in the heart, and so he directs. It doesn't say he directs his mind. It's interesting. It doesn't say he should direct with his mind towards Yerushalayim. It says he should direct with his heart towards Yerushalayim.
The mind can find all sorts of excuses for whatever.
Yeah.
The heart gets captured by the situation.
Now, this is a whole discussion between the the heart and the mind.
Mm.
Hmm.
I have a note over here from one of my teachers. Lev shel Adam hu hamizbeach shetamid.
Yeah, 10th of October, Rabbi Levitt. Um,
Nefesh Hahaim.
Nefesh Hachaim.
Oh,
Rabbi Levitt, it's strange. My Hebrew version says, as I earlier said, Kaf Aleph, but in the English, it says 28b.
oh.
So go figure.
Also, the English citation is correct and the Hebrew one is wrong.
That's correct.
Ah,
Amazing.
they had to work hard on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I want to read this note. I think it might be very informative. This is based upon the shirim that I was zocha to attend from Rav Dov Schwartzman, Sefer Tzadik Levracha. He was the Rosh Hashiva of Beis Talmud here in Yerushalayim, and he was the son-in-law of Rav Aaron Cutler, Rosh Hashiva of Lakewood Yeshiva. There's a story about the two of them that when Rav Aaron was looking for a match for his daughter, of course he was looking for a good bacher, right? So he basically wanted the best bacher in Eretz Yisrael. That's what he wanted. And I don't know, somehow he found his way to Rav Dov Schwartzman, and they say it wasn't there, but they say that the story goes is that Reb Aaron tested him by speaking to him and learning the entire night.
Wow.
And they were engaged in a you can imagine some very intricate Talmudic discourse, and the story, at least that I hear from this side of the ocean, from the Talmudim of Rav Schwartzman, is that Rav Aaron, Rosh Hashiva, he came away with what they call Chalishas Adas. He says, "Shweesh, like he should be the Rosh Hashiva." and so that was that. he passed that test, and then I guess the daughter, she's, I mean, she could have said no, I guess, right? but she didn't. And so anyway, so he in his house in Sanhedrin Mechevet, he used to give shir in Nefesh Hachaim. I think it was 2:00 in the afternoon, so that we'd be able to attend it in between the first and second seder of the kollel. And so I wrote down over here that he said over here, Leiv shel Adam hu hamizbeach. The heart of a person is the mizbeach. It's like the altar in the Beis Hamikdash. Shetamid ha'esh bo'er sham. That is where the fire of the Korban Tamid is burning over there. Evekan nemar shalev neged kodesh hakedoshim. And here it says in Nefesh Hachaim that the lev is what corresponds to the kodesh hakedoshim. It doesn't say that the mind is the part of the person that corresponds to kodesh hakedoshim. It's the heart. So this is what we're trying to understand. Why the heart as opposed to the mind? Shehu Merkaz hamachaber u'mechaye es hakol. The heart is the center and the bringing together and the connector and the life of everything. Now, this goes actually into a question in halacha about the life of a person. When is a person called alive, and when is a person called not alive? And we know that there's two vital organs of a person. There's the organ of the mind, and there's the organ of the heart. And even though the mind, they may not be able to detect any brain activity going over there in their monitor over there, but in the heart is still functioning. And in that case, this is a big question in the halacha as well. But I believe that the ikar halacha is, I think Rav Moshe Feinstein was involved in this with his son-in-law, Rav Moshe David Tendler, that the determining organ which determines the life of the person, which we regard him as being alive, is whether the heart is functioning, not whether the brain is functioning. At any rate, ve'im yesh mida omala rak barosh od lo nimsa etzel ha'adam od lo nimsa etzel ha'adam ad sheyored lalev shehu makom sheyotzei el hapoel shehu makom shel rotzain. Wow. So I'll try to translate these words. If there is a certain attribute or a certain positive characteristic in a person, but it resides only in his head, and it has not yet penetrated down into the heart of a person, so that's not the ultimate accomplishment. That's not the ultimate place of what defines who the person is. Shehu makom sheyotze el hapoel. If it has come down from the mind into the heart, then it's able to be transformed into action, and the person will act upon it. He'll speak upon it. He will do according to it. Shehu makom shel rotzain, because the heart is the place of the person's aspirations and the person's desires, and so this is really what defines who the person is, not what he knows. He may know a lot of things in his mind, but if they're just sort of like he looks at the midah of doing chesed as, yeah, right. There's something like doing chesed, and to him it's the same thing as 2 and 2 equals 4. Yeah, right. 2 and 2 equals 4. You do chesed, but it hasn't yet come down into the heart, into the place where the ratzon is, where the person's desire and his ambition and his aspirations are. So it's not going to come out. It's not going to come out of the person. He may say it over the Bar Torah about chesed at the Shalashudas table, because it's in his head. But so fine, good. So he got a mitzvah of Talmud Torah. But it's really, even the Torah is incomplete, because the greatness of Torah over action is because Torah leads to action. In other words, the Torah must affect the person's heart. That is where the aspirations and the desire and the rutzon comes from, and that's the. So this is why the lave is the organ of the person, which is really the determining factor in the person, not the mind.
Who was the Rav who said this?
This is Rav Dov Schwartzman.
Rav Dov Schwartzman.
Yeah. Okay.
It's,
Oh, now we ran out of time again. Okay.
Okay, Yeshikayach.
Very good.
what happened to?
Of course, we need the mind to understand. That's for sure. The mind's importance is because it is able to understand the importance of chesed, but then it has to enter into the hearts, and that's the completion and the perfection of the understanding. Without that going into the heart, and if it remains in the mind, it's imperfect. He has an imperfect understanding. Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay. Yashikoyak, everyone.
Have a good day, Roy.
You, who said
Good
that?
day to Mayor.
Mayor?
Good
I said,
day,
have a good day,
everyone. Good in the Chodesh too.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mayor.
Yeah.